I'm a member of an online Christian community, and we meet from time to time to study a book of the Bible. We're currently studying Acts of the Apostles, and this is chapter 26. So in chapter 26, Paul gets the chance to speak directly to Agrippa. He starts by expressing his gratitude to Agrippa for listening to him, since he understands Jewish customs and controversies. He continues by sharing his background. He explains that he's a Pharisee, which is the most strict sect of Judaism. He explains that he's on trial because of his hope in the promise God made to their ancestors. That's the promise of resurrection. Then he gets personal. He admits that he once opposed Jesus, and he even admitted to persecuting fiercely the Christians, even approving of their deaths. Then Paul shared his conversion story in details. That's a story that we've shared before. The conversion happened in chapter 9, so you can check for it on our page. Paul explains that after his encounter with Jesus, he began preaching that people should repent, turn to God, and prove it by their actions, and that's why the Jews tried to kill him, but God helped him, and he continued testifying about what Moses and the prophets said would happen. That's that the Messiah would suffer, rise from the dead, and bring light to both Jews and Gentiles. At this point, Festus interrupts by saying Paul is out of his mind and that his great learning has made him insane. Paul responds by saying he's not insane and that what he says is reasonable and true. And then he turns to Agrippa and asks him, and I quote, "Do you believe in the prophets? I know you do." Agrippa responds by asking if Paul thinks he can persuade him to be a Christian in such short time, to which Paul responds by saying whether long or short time, he prays that everyone can be what he is except for his chains. The chapter ends with Agrippa, Festus, and Bernice stepping aside and agreeing privately that Paul hadn't done anything deserving of captivity and that he might have been set free if he didn't appeal to Caesar. But he appealed to Caesar, so off to Rome he goes. That's where the chapter ends. We were speaking about it on the group, and we just highlighted how we've seen Paul being passed around to different crowds and different people, and yet one thing has remained. He has not stopped, or he has not failed to preach the word or to say what he believes in everywhere that he went, and it's just a really good attribute, and it's something that we should learn from as believers. So yes, Acts chapter 26.